Wow. Oh, yeah, it's that time again. Episode 58 of the Good Homies. Welcome back, Good Homie community, family, friends. Shout out to the first-time listeners. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to our OG listeners. We love y'all. We're gonna always get that love back. This is our little slice of sanity in a world full of wackos. It's the homie, Black Rod. To my left, got the meanest one of them all. Good homie Phil.
Let's wake them up, homies.
To his left, I got my favorite country cousin, and he earns too. It's good homie Mario.
Look out, world.
Feeling good. Everybody looking great. Fantastic. Taken care of.
Thank you.
How we feeling, fellas?
Feeling real nice, man. Always happy to be back in the saddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk some shit about some shit.
That's what we here to do.
Yeah, man.
Felipe?
I feel great. I was taking a sip of water. H2O, that high quality H2O on my Bobby Boucher. Because I did quite a bit of drinking last night. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Made a big old pot of chili. Gonna see how that's gonna work out throughout the episode. So if y'all hear any pops, snap, or crackles.
It was my stool. I got you.
Okay. Appreciate it.
You just had your solar return, man. How you feeling? Indifferent?
Yeah. I feel no feels, man. I feel like it's just another day.
Yeah.
Why? Before you answer, let me tell you why I'm asking you why, so you can give a little bit more thought to it, okay?
All right.
Now, a couple episodes ago, the good homie Ryan was letting us know that, he really don't like to do the Christmas stuff and whatever the fuck else, right? But when it comes to your birthday, that is the day that he's going to make you feel appreciated the most. Right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That is correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
So what is it about your birthday where you don't maintain the same energy?
Just depend on the day. If I'm in the mood, I'm with it. And if I'm not, I'm not.
I guess I'll let the answer rock for now. For now.
Yeah.
All right, so what he's alluding to is...
Because I got some, the bells in his ear, dog.
What he's alluding to is... just recently had a birthday, and there was no set plans ahead of time on celebrating my birthday. So, with people asking me questions, hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You, my mom, everybody. I said, well, because at first to me, I was just gonna let it just do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was like, all right, I guess I'll do something. So it was kind of last minute for me. And if you know me, I don't like last minute things, but an attempt to celebrate and receive love on that day, I was like, all right, we can go out, have drinks. I was not clear on where and when these drinks was gonna be had.
I didn't even gotta do nothing. He finna do it all himself.
Yeah. Because I don't know. Like I said, I just woke up, Woke up that morning, allergies on my ass, just weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really no chat in the, wasn't really nothing going on in the chat. So I was like, maybe this will be just a chill day. Got all the happy birthday wishes. Hey, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Much love. Got all the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. And halfway during the day, I was like, you know what? I might stay home. So Phil reached out. I forgot what time it was, but it was close to the time that. He had asked me what time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, 8-ish. Me, around 6-ish. I'm like,
It might not be happening.
decisions had to be made.
Yeah.
So I went on here. I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get out and about. And then Phil can take it from there.
And then I'm going to go afterwards.
We can go in unison.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, nice story. Nice story. Nice from your perspective. I guess me and Mario, we had a chance to tell it from the homie's perspective, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that is true. As far as what we know that's concerning the group and all that good stuff. So we get up that day, make a post on the main page. You know, I don't know. I might mess around and put that mug on the episode somewhere so y'all can see how it went down, because that shit tickled the hell out of me.
It's fresh.
The 5% of Hebrew is like, shit was hard, right?
It was.
So anyway, the day going by, and I'm like, you know, like we all been on each other for at least I'd assume 9-10 years now.
Yeah.
So we kind of you know, feel the vibes, pick up on energy, and it's like I'm telling my girl the whole day, it's like I feel like I might be in this motherfucker by myself. Because all right, so the day before the good homie Ryan's birthday, hit the group 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, y'all pop out y'all boy, have a drink. Like he said, he did not say when and where. So during that day, me and the good homie Mario was trying to help this nigga decide where. We throwing ideas here.
At least half of it. Get half of it,
We like, yeah, we can go do this.
Yeah.
They got this, they got that. And you know, Rod is a homebody, praying on my mat 3 times a day, facing east ass nigga. Right? Towards Mecca, ready to go. Take the pilgrimage, you know? Take a little walk around, what they call it, the Kaaba Kabbalah or whatever. That little black,
rock.
yeah, whatever, that little black box, whatever. I'm not outside as much, but whatever. Mario's outside.
Sometimes.
Yeah. We outside-ish.
Yeah.
This nigga's not outside at all. So even when we just trying to throw him the ideas, it's like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like,
That seemed tight.
he's like, yeah, but there's real no excitement from him, right? Right? And like I said, but in my mind, like I know I've gathered everybody for his birthday together before, whenever he had turned 21.
20.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Gathered everybody together for that particular party. You know, we went to Papa Do's. Everybody was dressed like we was sliding a mug that night. Yeah. And then I think we went to Freedman's or some shit like that and had a pretty decent ass night, you know what I'm saying? You know, just the type of night we should have as a men that we are. And then another time I think I organized everybody to go bowling. And the niggas that did come still have not paid me for that trip. And I want y'all niggas to know that. Then one of the never mind, I can't tell. Never mind. But anyway, back to the story, man. So it's like, okay. It's hard as a man trying to plan your own birthday because you just really don't want to do that shit. Like you really need somebody else to step in and plan it for you unless you just really want to get shit done, right? And so since Rod hadn't appointed nobody to go ahead like, hey man, can you go ahead like do the get it popping or whatever? It was like, I feel like this nigga really doesn't want to do this shit. But you put it out there, cool. I mess right here, bro. After I tell my girls, like, it's kind of crazy. And then my brother was in town, so he might have wanted to pop out too or whatever, right? So then I'm like, hey, what time do you want to go? He's 8-ish, like he said earlier. And it's like, all right. But I reached out to him directly to him in text message. I heard that. But I saw that he never let the group chat know that he wanted it to be 8 or 8-ish. And I'm like, quite interesting. Okay, this nigga might dub me. So before I leave, I tell my girl, I say, hey, I might be home soon. So, but we're going to see, I said, because the group chat looking kind of light.
Yeah.
Because of the non-communicator here.
But
what we just found out was the nigga didn't even want to go to his own birthday function. Or
wanted to go.
Halfway is generous. Halfway is a generous assessment of his level of wanting to be out there.
Yeah.
Right. And so yeah, man, I pull up to the bar. I'm sitting there. And it's just me. It's just me. It's
So
just
you
me
got
and that
there at
motherfucker. 8:30, 40, somewhere around there. Sitting down, I have myself a little drink. Rod don't even text or nothing. He just show up at the bar. All right.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Where's everyone else that I did not let know what time? So I ended up calling the nigga Mario. Nigga talking about, you want to take it from here?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna speed my day. I'm gonna go back to where it started for me. Basically, I got up, that day knowing that shit, we supposed to pop out for Rod's birthday.
Yep.
I'm watching my phone and shit, right, trying to make sure
Yep.
I don't miss, what we supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Get all my shit done. You know what I'm saying? I done cleaned up, cooked some shit for the family.
So you have permission to go outside and be
gotta
left
get
alone.
that permission.
You know
Make sure everything good. She come home, and it's funny because he's the non-communicator, but shit, I ain't say nothing to her till by 6 or so. So
I told y'all just two non-communicating ass niggas, dog.
So I ain't
doing
say
the podcast at that. That shit is insane to me.
But yeah, I told her, but she cool with it or whatever. I told her, today Rod's birthday, man, we supposed to go out, have some drinks and stuff today. I don't quite know where or whatever, but so I'll probably be going out at some point in time. So, it was cool though, but time kept ticking. And
Time keep on ticking.
yeah, I'm steadily checking. Like, no, I ain't missed it, but it's coming down to like this nigga Rod don't want to do shit. He don't want to go nowhere today. That's what I started thinking. So it gets to like 7:30. I give my boy a bath. I give Lux a bath. Put him in the bed and shit. By 8 or so, I'm like, damn, man. We ain't going nowhere, So I
wind down.
Yeah, I wind down. I get in that mode. I lay down with him. Shit, get him to by going to sleep, and he go to sleep. I would say, but you called me. Now this is where you called me at when I'm winding down in the bed. You called me. You like, hey, where you at? I'm like, man, I'm in the bed. I say, well, we doing something? Where y'all at? You like Twin Peaks. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get this man to sleep, and I'm finna see if I can just, go on and get up and come on up there. But it wasn't like that for me. I had already hit that mode where like I could have got up and came, but it wouldn't even did it no good to come because my energy was just
low.
Yeah, the energy was shut off for the day. So I was like, you know what? Ain't no need of me coming up there looking all drowsy and shit at the bar.
That's how Nick that ride came up there looking drowsy. Sign fresh off that shit. You might well brought your drowsy ass up there too.
But yeah, I gave up hope basically, man. I had been down to go all day. I say about 8:30, I hadn't heard that, and I had gave up hope.
And
like,
then
this
the
nigga
funny
don't wanna
thing
do
about
nothing.
it is like you got one nigga who wasn't communicating, and then another nigga on the other side who's not going to communicate to be like, "Hey, are we still doing something?" Like niggas just it's just like a non-communication inception. Niggas just out like me being a communicative ass nigga. I text bro earlier like, "Hey, what time?"
Yeah.
And that nigga probably know he didn't want to tell me 8:80. He probably really wanted to say, "Hey, bro, let's postpone it."
Yeah.
But nah.
Yeah, I
I'ma pop
definitely
out.
could have. I definitely should have, could have, and should have. That would have saved my whole day if I'd have just been like, "Hey, man, what we doing?" But yeah, I waited, waited for it. I say, "Oh man, my boy don't even want to do nothing today. I'm gonna go on take it in too."
It was felt like Monica, man. Just one of those days.
Yeah.
But now, moral of the story: this shit got to be planned ahead of time.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all about the time at the bar though. Did y'all manage to have a good time? And I see y'all kind of slow on the sips today, so y'all must.
I didn't plan on drinking at all today. Then when he said shots, I'm like, well, it's still close to his birthday. I definitely told my girl, I said, yeah, I ain't drinking today. I'm just go to give me a couple of bottles of water and energy drink because I've been work today, so
Yeah.
and then here I go drinking.
I had a few. I woke up to a few. And then with the sinuses and stuff, medicine on me.
They got them cedar fever running through this bitch or whatever they call that shit.
But yeah, I was. But while we were there,
Man,
sitting direct, we at the bar. It's not many people there. It's a weekday. Nothing, no football on, nothing like that. So immediately ahead of us, it's a couple of Asian guys. And I'm just, I'm talking to Phil. I'm just trying to catch a vibe. I'm looking around and stuff, and I see Buddy's shirt. I nudged Phil like, "Hey, you see Buddy's shirt right there?" And he looked. That's what he did. He started snickering. This man had a Black King T-shirt on.
as a whole Asian man,
As an Asian guy.
black shirt, white lettering. The Iron King was the king chess piece.
What was he doing?
Nothing, just sitting at the bar being a black king.
Yeah, the Black King he
As
is.
an Asian man.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to convey another message or nothing. He just being a black king at the bar.
I don't know what other message there is to convey.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on? But it was funny because Phil being who he is,
Shit was bothering me, and I had to know.
Yeah. I got questions myself.
he asked the girl that was at the bartender, like, "Hey, can you ask Buddy where you get your shirt from?" Like, no disrespect. I just want to know. So she go over there. He made sure, he said, "Hey, make sure to tell him no disrespect." She go over there. They chat. And then he gets turned up.
Sassy,
Sass dog.
Very
zesty. The
zesty.
sassiest.
So him as an Asian Black King, he took his sweater off so you can see the whole shirt.
This is crazy.
And then he started doing something with his fingers that I just recently started seeing on like some reels.
That's how they clock
YouTube.
it.
Yeah, the
these
nigga was
days.
clocking it.
Yes. And I was like, I asked Phil, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
You know, clocking it, man.
He's
they
clocking
clocking
it. I'm like, okay.
Which is crazy.
And he did
like,
it
it's a
and
rabbit
then-
hole.
And then he stood on it because he did it more than once. He stopped clocking, and then he started back clocking. I was like, oh,
he had
okay.
an audience. Damn.
Man.
I don't know if you felt played because it's actually black niggas asking about his Black King shirt, but nigga, I have a gun in here. Shut up. Like, no, this is not the time or the place for you to try to get sassy with a licensed firearm carrier in the state of Texas, brother. So I'm not gonna fight you. I know the laws, brother. I'm just gonna have to chitty bang bang. Nigga makes a low main out of your melon, nigga. Stop playing with me, boy.
That like I say, that's some. It ain't deep, but him acting like that. What do he think of? Black kings. That's crazy.
the king black
Yeah,
kings
he
I
do
don't
because
clock.
the black clock T.
Yeah.
Nigga said he bought the shirt on Shein for $10. Then his partner fuck around and said, his cousins made it. I said, oh my God.
Oh Lord,
It was just
a
a
whole
bunch
lot of
of
bullshit going on.
It was.
But yeah, man, it was just an interesting night, man. It was just, yeah, man.
Yeah,
But we was drinking and eating though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing about like when your homies don't come to the bar, like all y'all, I'm gonna send y'all the receipt. All y'all owe me money. Because then like when you know how it go, everybody supposed
you
to buy
gotta
around the
split
shots.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta split that.
And wasn't nobody split. You can't split it with the birthday boys. It's
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, it's his birthday. Damn, boys, owe you.
Yeah.
Right up that drink.
Boys really owe me for 2 birthdays. The bowling and this. I ain't forgot about that bowling shit either, man.
I ain't forgot about it.
I ain't forgot about shit.
I wasn't at the bowling thing.
Anyway.
Those that were.
I don't even know if I wouldn't or not. I'm just
Yeah, I don't remember either. I got videos. I'll go back and look.
But yeah, maybe next year, guys.
yeah, man.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
gonna
like
take this as a sign to if I feel like I'm supposed to be invited to something, go on and call back. You ain't getting on their nerves, man. Just go and see what we supposed to be doing. Cause I damn sure like either this man done got some different plans or shit. I ain't invited no more. Hell.
And then like the quiet part that the nigga's not saying out loud is, and I'm okay with that. That nigga was quite happy to sit at home and like, you know what? If I don't get called, nigga, I'm in the bed, cuz. I was just twinkling in my socks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's my nigga, but if he don't call me, nigga,
he don't call. I ain't supposed to call.
I have a nice home here, and I can stay here.
I would have been my motherfucking king size with my cold sheets doing snow angels and motherfucking.
It's all right though.
My bamboo sheets.
It's all right though, because Mario birthday coming up. Keep asking that nigga what he gonna do. Shit, he mums the word. All right,
Yeah,
bet.
but
So
I got something for y'all though. After on break, I'll let y'all know what we doing.
oh, okay.
That's why I like ahead of time plans.
Yeah.
Nigga, it was your birthday. Nigga, yours could have been ahead of time. Like, what's this nigga saying? We've been asking this nigga since before January 1st. Hey, brother, your birthday
Thanks.
coming up. What are you going to do? Hey, we record the pod the day after your birthday, brother. What do you want to do? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, never mind.
That day before his birthday, that was hey, we set up there. We were going through. We went through every place from damn Grand Prairie through Arlington. Down to Las Colinas.
God damn it. And because we know he don't want to drive far, we know we're not going to Frisco, we know we're not going to Addison, we know we're not going to Dallas, so we got to keep it in the area. So it's like, man, God.
And I appreciate you. Man, I love y'all for that, man.
Shut up, nigga.
Love you too, dog.
Move it to the first topic before I get there. Man. And I didn't get to watch that movie either, so y'all finna rock out with y'all cocks out, and I'm going to try to support. Let's go.
Let it go. So we had a conversation last week, just going back and forth on the nostalgic things we had in our lives growing up. And Mario brought up the fact about he grew up watching Westerns with his folks. And I was like, oh yeah, shoot, me too. My granny, on the weekends, on a Saturday after the cartoons went off, shoot, that's when Gunsmoke and Bonanza and whatever else black and white stuff be on.
Yeah.
And I was like,
shit. Even would you say Andy Griffith? That counts, right?
Not in the conversation of what we was having, but as far as nostalgia, yeah, but
not
the
Western
direction
is
we
not
going.
quite Western.
Andy Griffin. All right, don't nigga.
to me, yes, but yeah,
nostalgia,
like the jail and him
nostalgia,
being
yes.
the sheriff and shit. But okay,
This nigga's.
But
You. Okay, I'm shut up.
Yeah.
Do y'all conversation.
But yeah,
Andy Griffin on a goddamn Western. Ain't no goddamn Western. It wasn't not one Native American, no cowboy in that motherfucker.
It was filmed in Western Kentucky. See, I'm gonna shoot you some bail, brother.
I appreciate
got you.
that, dog.
Piss and feel off. But hey, so that led into talks of The Harder They Fall.
Oh shit.
Which is a very,
man,
very, very great all black cast movie. And I think y'all went back and revisited it.
I did. Myself, I did. I had already seen it at least once before. I watched it again today. And you know, it's still the same. I feel like, man, it was a really good movie, really good cast, you know.
Very good.
You know, really, really good black cast. Delroy is it Lindo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Delroy Lindo, Regina King, Lakeith Stanfield, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, before the white incident.
Yeah, before that, you know, he was killing shit. And then a few other people whose names I don't really, you know, remember. I do remember some of the character names. I remember looking up the character names after I saw the movie because I had known the name Cherokee Bill before.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked up his name and then I started looking up. But then when I seen it today, it did say that these people were real.
Real people.
Yeah, these people existed is what it says before the movie even starts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you look up everybody and like all these people were in some kind of way, like, you know, historical black figures from, you know, the past or the past, you know, Western times, or if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, either they were heroes or champions or whatever in whatever field they was working in, as far as like rodeos and stuff. But yeah, the biggest thing, what's his name? The actual sheriff. I think he was the first black sheriff.
Okay.
Ever. And then you also had Rufus Buck, but he was young.
Okay.
And he was known, like, for me, this was a Western, right, about black people at that time. But when they start talking about cowboys and Indians, the Indians are always like, when you go back to the black and white ones, they always portrayed as who they are. Asians.
Yeah.
Asiatics.
Okay.
But if we're gonna be honest about it, they're black.
Mm-hmm.
And they had dark skin. That's why you have tribes from the Mississippi. Like all over the place.
Yeah. And I came up hearing this from like my grandma and stuff, as far as, you know, being tied to black tribes. As far as the, you know, I guess going back to the movie and just content in general, I would say I can always appreciate when somebody does that, though. When they show the connection between black people and Indians in this country, to where, you know, it's not so far, you know, some people don't understand, especially being Southern black people, how close you might be to having some type of, I won't say Indian heritage, but
it's your heritage, really.
Yeah.
To me, it's our heritage.
Yeah. Well,
because they try to say we were blended into.
Yeah. And I believe that. I definitely believe that Indians and black people were, you know, basically blended and, you know, treated in a bad way at the same time, you know. So I do believe that, yeah, a lot of dark-skinned Indians became slaves, and a lot of, you know, the dark-skinned Indians, a lot of them became slaves. The others were probably sent to plantations or something like that, but I do believe there was a mixture. I do believe that a lot of our ancestors from either side is being Southern black people were Indian. So I do, or Native American. I do appreciate seeing that in art these days where people are not afraid to say, nah, there's a lot of black people who kind of got it on both sides. They were Indian and African and were treated like shit either way.
Yeah. But as far as with the movie, knowing how your parents like Westerns and stuff, do you feel like this would have been a movie they like?
Yeah, they would have liked this one. Even my mom, I can remember, Django coming out. My mom, she loved that movie, So, and I feel like this would kind of be somewhat the same. I don't think the story is as drawn out and quite as deep as Django, but I do think, like she would have liked this. The soundtrack, she loved the soundtrack to Django. My pops definitely would have liked this more because he really was the Western watcher. So it kind of didn't even have to be all that good all the time. It was a lot of the times it was about the education and exactly what picture they were trying to paint for him. Like you say, like a old Western I can remember us watching with something like Outlaw Josie Wells with Clint Eastwood, right?
Right.
And it's about a Confederate soldier who got done wrong by Union soldiers. And, Outlaw Josie Wells is the Confederate soldier where they killed his wife or whatever and his family. Yeah, he goes on but he goes on a successful revenge mission,
against the Union Army?
Against the Union Army.
Hey, man, get that racist propaganda the fuck out my face. Man, if I would have knew what that shit was about, I would have never greenlit this goddamn subject, nigga. Hell no. This nigga finna sit up here as a black man and tell me that I was watching Outlaw Josie Wells, who was a Confederate soldier, go get revenge on Union people who were out here fighting against, you know what?
Yeah, I seen worse than that. I seen
let me draw back.
Though,
let me draw back.
Where they was bringing scalps back. I seen like back in the day, shit, they was really, trying to portray them, scalping Indians and shit. Yeah. But
and this nigga keep calling them Indians too.
Yeah.
that nigga stopped and corrected himself one time. My bad, Native Americans, and then got right back in the bag.
Yeah,
I love it.
The indigenous.
Yeah, this is how I talk.
Because you're coming from an honest place too, though, and you're not coming from a disrespectful place.
No, I'm not coming from a disrespectful.
So, and if anybody out there that's sensitive to things of that nature, like we don't mean no harm. It's just the way that we grew up talking, but we do understand that the term is Native American because they were native to this land, and because Buddy came over here and was lost looking for a goddamn spice trail or another route to India, start calling them niggas Indians. So
stupid prevail.
Yeah, stupid.
Like it still do today.
And to just not be stupid forever. I'll try not to say that again, though. As far as we have this, conversation, I can't say what I do in the
you will.
But I will. I do better by not saying that.
You'll be responsible for the community and the people that came from you, understanding that people who are natives do not like that name.
They don't like
at
that.
all.
And I understand that wholeheartedly.
But real quick before we move on from this subject, the psyop or the programming of these westerns, I talked to you guys about it before, like just the fact that there were so many westerns geared into showing, these was like the first shows that was put on TV.
Man.
And it was geared into showing that the white man was superior and he had to get rid of all of these indigenous people.
Yep.
And just
that's what a lot of it was about.
Yeah, and just that little good versus evil, like that shit sets something in your head that you will hold on to and pass on to the next generation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And even for us, even when I was young and ignorant to the fact, like I was like, damn, you got to go get them people. Now, them people bad.
Yeah.
But
and that was like a big deal, like as far as even in black culture, people, those movies, especially for generations before us, like our parents, like them was some badass white dudes. They kind of wanted to be like that, watching them movies and shit. So, that was, in a way, all they had. They didn't really get to see black people on the TV like that. So
that's why representation matters for a shit show.
Yeah, that's when they still had white Jesus on the wall next to MLK.
Yeah, it's an interesting, in The Harder They Fall, it's an interesting storyline of like black on black crime as well too. Like Rufus Buck wanting to keep money in the black community, but also using crime and intimidation to do so. It's almost like he had the right idea, but his tactics were just a little rough, That was
like black original cowboy Thanos is like kind of the right idea, but like just the kind of wrong way to go about it.
Like it's fucked up, but I understand.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Like
but
you're
damn.
right, but your methods is wrong.
Yeah, you don't have to kill everybody that disagree with you, But yeah, that was interesting to me just to seeing, like what he at the end of the movie, what he was fighting for. Him and Nat Love's beef about the dad, that's one thing, but what he was really fighting for in Redwood, man, I get it. It was cool to me.
Understood.
Real quick.
Okay.
All right. So they sold us the idea of the Wild Wild West, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do a little quick Google search, it'll tell you that the Wild West, it comes from the Western expansion from colonies, right? Original colonies. Okay. This is my question. So they say the biggest part of it was after the Civil War. Okay. If they were still riding around in horses and buggies, how were they able, at the same time that Google tells you the Wild Wild West was going on, how were they able to build these state capitol buildings around the same time? That's something that piques my interest.
Mm.
So they say the Wild West was like 1830 or 50 to 1880, but a lot of universities in the U.S. was built at the same time, supposedly.
The technology.
My theory is the whole reason why they came over here in the first place was because things was already settled here from whoever was here eons ago. Because all of the state buildings look like buildings in Rome. And every state building almost looks identical to the White House. That's just my little tidbit.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before though.
Just food for thought.
I would say only thing I could.
Yeah,
I would still have the question of just like the technology and architecture. Like basically, you saying what was you lifting all this shit up with?
Mm-hmm. And you still riding around using picks to dig for gold and mules to till the land, but you can build a big ass building with concrete pillars. Got it. But anyway, guys.
Got it.
And
break.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Druski done it again. In his latest skit, he's a mega church pastor. I think he already doing numbers. Came out yesterday. He had already last time I checked, doubled what he did with the
white boy
skit.
Yeah,
the white hillbilly.
The NASCAR.
Yeah, the NASCAR guy. That have some people hot. And guess what this one do? The same thing.
The same thing.
Got people hot. Christian people. Church people. But he didn't do anything wrong. He just copied exactly, word for word, action for action that these mega church pastors be doing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole flying around the church like Peter Pan. The red bottom shoes, you know, the Gucci and the Louis and
Dior.
you got these $1,000 outfits and locking the doors because the church need $4 million. Like, it's funny, but it's true. It all comes from a real place.
It does. It comes from a real place, man. The shit is real. You know, and you know, shit, if your church ain't doing that, then you should be laughing too, hell.
Yeah. Go home. Go to your roots. Why do no, I ain't gonna get into that right now.
Go ahead.
Why do people feel the need to go to a mega church in the first fucking place?
Yeah.
Oh, why you had to put that fucking in there?
Because it's unnecessary. Just like the word fucking, that's why I put it in there. It's unnecessary to go to a mega church. There are many churches. You done passed 30 churches on your way to this mega church.
Do you know how the mega churches become mega churches and these other 30 churches that they pass still say the same?
Stop preaching the word. Nothing is wrong.
I don't know, man.
Showcase what you got.
I don't know, man. Because when they started out, they didn't have anything, so they had to grow, right? And yeah, this is funny as hell. Some of these niggas can't preach, and that's why their churches is still small and dying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm finna go to the mega church because TD Jakes make me feel something on the inside.
Mm-hmm. He's talented.
Shit, Bishop, whoever the fuck over here, man, that nigga's shit can't talk, can't read, and this motherfucker sweating hard than a motherfucker. Creep, pervert. It's just
Only got a Cadillac.
so, but don't even gotta, man.
You gotta view it.
No, matter of fact, he got a Cadillac, but it's like, nigga, I know that these tithes and offers should go to this building, and the water fountain hasn't worked in 3 months. And no, dog, like, yeah, so that's just to push back on why people would go to a mega church, because, like, nigga, when I go, nigga, they got coffee in the lobby. Mm-hmm. At the other church, it's just hot. The AC don't work. I gotta pull out the fan my fucking self. The ushers are mean as shit. And this motherfucker, like, the hoes be there. The music is good. And yeah, nigga, I might run into Michael Irvin.
On the way to the White House.
I was just saying, because it ain't no white women
Michael
in there.
Irvin.
I was like, ain't no white women in there, boy. He ain't coming.
Man, he used to be in the Potter's house. Dion too. But anyway, yeah, man, good old Druski. The satire at its finest, being able to hold a mirror up to a particular group of people and then see these people get mad about having the mirror held up to them. Some of them are like, hey, this is okay. Like, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Other people were kind of up in arms about it. But for me, I thought it was a brilliant skit. I think this is one of the funnier Druski skits. I'm not sure. I don't know who allowed this nigga into their church. I don't know who all these people were in that first section of the church pretending to be churchgoers. It's like whoever sat with him to come with this skit and like, let's write this out, let's plan this mug, and then like just the production value of it is like, dog. Hey,
it's a lot. Yeah.
Bravo.
Well done.
Cheers to you, Druski.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Cheers
paid
to
actors.
you, big dog. Huh?
So it's a lot of paid actors in there. Like, that congregation was pretty damn big in that damn in the skit. Dog.
You think they was paid?
Yeah, what you make think them niggas got paid?
The people that was in the skit with Druski.
Everybody don't get paid because they on camera. Shit, it be some movies niggas don't get paid. They just signed up to be an extra.
Okay, well, okay. I guess that. Yeah, I used the wrong word then.
I
did think that was paid though. Yeah, I thought even extras got paid. But.
Niggas ate from a charcuterie board. And had to share.
but had a chance to be on. I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I'm saying the same thing because I don't care if they got paid or not. But yeah, I never thought about it like that. But you know,
he said, "I am a Christian."
He do got a lot of people there for this.
I'm a Christian. That's why I deserve these Louis Vuitton.
Because I'm walking
in the blood.
Yeah, he said,
Man, that was
he
a bar.
impregnated everybody
Man,
with the
with the
word.
word, didn't he?
You get the word. And then was hip thrusting at the
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
just slanging dick
He
all over the
slung that
congregation.
motherfucker like he was shooting from the top of the key. And
then
hit every single spine.
And then whenever he was suspended above the congregation, they had that crotch shot too. I said, "Oh man, this boy done wilding out." And it's funny because there is a pastor. I think his name is Pastor Mike, but he copied a pastor's entire wardrobe.
Yeah, he did.
So that comes from a real place as far as the jacket, the chains, and all that good stuff. And he did his thing, man.
Yeah, dog. That.
Like Buddy got a square up with Druski
What
now.
is that, a DR cardigan?
Yeah. You want to know why I'm wearing this Christian Dior and these Christian Louboutins? Because I'm a Christian.
Walking
I think
in blood.
as somebody who came up in church and went to a lot of church services in my life, bro was spot on. Like whenever the organ was playing, and he had like a little more shallow tone, you know, when they want to just talk to you and let you know about the word of God and the flow of the ceremony and maybe some of the announcements before they really get into cracking the Bible open and then preaching the word of God. He had that tone. And then when it came to the hooping and the hollering, right? And then whenever the organ was going and his ability to imitate that, I thought that shit was impressive. Because, you know, something that I don't want to share this. Somebody that used to do ministry classes and all that good stuff, like, and been around other young ministers who had aspirations to preach the gospel and start churches, which 2 of them did. It's like boys used to talk about they hoop and they holler, right? And how they would go about it. Now, my particular style, whenever I was in that particular bag, I didn't have a hoop or a holler because my voice isn't necessarily created for that. I was more so a direct and straight talker. I'm going to come with you. Kind of just the same way I get on this motherfucker, I get to preaching. That's the same way I did in time that I had to go speak somewhere else. Like, but it's only since I was young in it, but I didn't continue on with it. It's been 2 times. Like I spoke at my church and I spoke at somebody else's revival. But like I remember being at this particular revival, this youth revival, and I had to prepare my little sermon and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Then I go visit this church and I got my little shit. But like I'm seeing these people out here in this audience, like the I think I can see how some of these pastors get drunk off the power because I'm looking at these people hanging on every word that I'm saying.
Right.
And it's like to have that much control and influence over a group of people because they have the same faith as you and you are up here as the chosen man of God to deliver a word that they need to hear for their life to help them make it another day, to give them hope for tomorrow. It's like that shit can be a drug. And I think how some people get to the point of having mega churches and they might kind of forget about the people. And y'all know I'm big on the people. Like anytime we get to talking about people, y'all gonna say, hey, I'm pro people first, right? And then, but like, that's when the powers are unchecked, when you don't hold people accountable, and when you put the pastor on the pedestal that he does not belong on. I think that's how you get to a space of they get to doing too much. Creflo Dollar, I think some years back, wanted like a $63 or $64 million jet paid for by the congregation, tax-free, because the churches don't pay taxes. And like they get to live this grandiose lifestyle at the expense of the congregation, but the community work they do, they still need to raise more money for the community work compared to the budget of the church. Maybe the pastor taking less, maybe the choir director taking less, the drummer, the organist, whatever, to help the needs of the member. Damn, now I'm finna get into a real place. Damn, fuck. on the Druski skit. Fuck.
Preach.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out the way. One of my issues that I had whenever I was in church was since I grew up apostolic Pentecostal, we baptize in Jesus' name according to Acts 2:38. And so whenever it came to speaking about believers and how you treated them, it's like I could see us trying to do community events or attempting to preach the gospel or spread it to those who haven't heard it yet or who had backslid or whatever. And something that struck me one day, because the community outreach we were doing to the people who had yet joined us was greater than the work that we were doing inside the church. And if we are in here worshiping together and paying our tithes together, whenever a member is in need of groceries or their light bill or their water bill to be taken care of or paid, we should be more so for that than community outreach and trying to get people to come here just to increase our numbers without taking care of our members.
Right.
Because I didn't, at that point I understood, or I had a belief that, okay, well, if we take care of our members, and just how the word of God is spread back then, because after the baptism and the Holy Spirit fell in Acts 2:38, and all those 120 believers that were gathered were filled with the Holy Ghost and, tongues of fire and all that good stuff. And they were saying that the people who had more, took less, so the people who had less could have more. And they lived in harmony and community with each other. And that's just something that I don't necessarily see anymore in this country or in the church. So, it's part of the reason why, for someone like myself, there was a need to step back and kind of reevaluate everything, especially as I start to learn more about the scriptures on the academic level and not just a preacher from whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but we'll save that conversation for another day. And yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we here.
Okay, well, if we here. I don't want to, for the people who are in Christ, who are looking for their relationship or feel that they are in tune with God and the Holy Spirit, to be deterred by my words, because I'm speaking from my own experience and my own particular journey in this lifetime. If for you need the word of God, you need the community within your church, and you were able to find one that pours into you, and you're able to pour into other people, and you feel fed, and y'all actually have a beautiful community there from your perspective, then stay where you at, because I wouldn't encourage anybody to go the route that I went or take the journey that I'm taking, because my journey is my journey in this particular lifetime.
Facts.
So anytime I speak about the church or whatever, it's not from a place of trying to talk to you about, even though it's true, or they use that to brainwash us as slaves, to keep us slaves, even though it's true. But I understand something about our beautiful black ass community, to where even whenever they use something to mean us harm, like, we would turn into something good. I just learned this phrase the other day. I just came across this phrase, and I haven't went back to study it more, but I do plan on doing it. But it was I believe it's called a hush harbor. And so when we were towards the end of slavery, and we were able to, our ancestors who were enslaved used to sneak away and gather together in praise and worship just to help them make it to another day. Mm. And I think there's strength and beauty in the black church when it's done right.
It is.
Unlike what we see from some of these mega churches where they like to do the most, as Druski pointed out. As I was talking about earlier, it's beautiful whenever satire can hold a mirror up to your face. So either you can be, as they would say in the church, you would know if you are in the church and you're listening to this, those who are convicted will feel a certain type of way. And when you are convicted, you can either be filled with pride and ball up, harden your heart, get angry, or you can repent and you can do better. Those are the things that Christianity affords you. You have the freedom to do either one of those things. But if you say, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry, forgiveness, grace, mercy, all those are pillars of Christianity. So if you feel that you have been playing with the church, playing with the name of God, you have a chance like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have to be the extra. It's a lot of shit going on in this country right now. And if we were to look at our ancestors and elders who really needed it during a particular time where they were discriminated against hard, it's like for a section of them, churches really needed. Yeah. You think back to the watch night services or whatever. January 1st, I believe that the racist whites would, in some places, do for a lack of a better term, some type of, we'll say a purge, where they would go and hunt black people and see if they could whatever, right? Because it was New Year's and that's the way they celebrated New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. The watch night service came from slaves gathering and trying to stay together and stay safe while in church and then celebrating that they made it to the next day. Mm-hmm. Like there's strength in what the black church culture was compared to what it is now. So when that mirror is held up to you, and then you study what your ancestors and elders did, understand that we might be kind of far from what they were during the civil rights era, towards the end of slavery. But whatever they was doing gave them the particular strength to make it to where we can sit here now on this broadcast and talk to you about how awesome and how great they were.
Right.
So to you mega church pastors that might have felt offended by Druski, or the ones that like to do extra and like it's kind of time out for the games, because when you have the ability to impact so many people, it's time to get away from that prosperity gospel, even though I believe all of us should be prosperous.
Right.
But it's also time to like start kicking real stuff to the people, because y'all potentially could be part of the reason why so many people are asleep right now.
Mm-hmm. And it's time to lock in. It's time to get rid of all this, showing out so you can be on social media. If you feel like you need a Rolls or a Bentley to come to church in, hey, who am I?
That's crazy.
But who am I to tell you?
No, it's not. Wait. The pastor or the people?
Pastor.
Oh.
But we live in a time right now where we need leaders, real leaders, not just the ones that show up on Sundays and put on a good performance, but day to day, moving through all this stuff that we got going on right now in this country.
I think one of the as I reflect back, it's like I feel like being a Christ-centered pastor leader puts you in a box and limits you from being a everyday leader for your community, because you have so many guidelines to live by. Yeah. It's like, okay, so I fancy myself a leader, right? And I love talking to my people and encouraging my people. But if I need to fuck around and send this motherfucking cuss, if I need to I carry a gun, I have a rifle. If I need to carry that motherfucker around and defend myself like I'm a Black Panther, like Huey P. Newton and what they did in Oakland, California, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a limit to what they can and are willing to do. But for me, I had to take a step back to where like I can speak to people honestly. I understood something else as far as like whenever we would try to go out and evangelize. Like I got a homeboy who has a church now, and years ago he was working at a mental health hospital, but because of the his job standards, he could stay in contact with people after they left, right? So he was talking to this guy about Christ, and this guy was wanting to have a better relationship with God. So he had asked for me and this other guy to come to this mental health hospital to have a conversation with this guy, in which we did. We talked to him. It seemed like it was going to be promising, and he wanted us to be able to try to keep up with him whenever he got released and just try to keep tabs, right? Unfortunately, while Buddy was in there, it was kind of all talk because we was able to talk to him for a couple of weeks after that. He just kind of disappeared and went back into whatever he was doing. So, where was I going? See, that's why I don't take shots, because I was telling a story that was about to get to another story that was about to get to a baseline, but I've been drinking. See,
but to be a leader and to have people follow you, you should be able to meet people where they are, even if you can't.
There we go.
You can't cuss, and there's people that like to cuss. Don't mean you can't align yourself with somebody that can show you respect, but also talk to these certain type of people that you might not can touch.
Yeah.
Assimilation.
And you're only gonna be able to reach like a small percentage of all people, honestly. Just because, some people that, they know you are people of a person of God just won't feel comfortable enough to even open up, So
I came up in the Holiness Church, and so much like other places you see that might fall under the Abrahamic covenant, they want for you to walk a certain way, talk a certain way, dress a certain way. And like y'all know, I hate assimilation. I know that each soul has its own journey, and everybody's not supposed to walk the same, talk the same. But we would get inside the walls of the church or wherever we was meeting at, and we would call each other Brother Spoon and Sister Fork. And didn't bit more act like brothers and sisters in that mug outside of being in front of the pastor or being in the spirited church service where we don't got preached happy and the organist is playing and there was a moving of the spirit within the services. But then bit more have heart for each other outside of that. It's like I've been in services where you can see people in that mug praising and worshiping together in the same choir, singing, making a joyful noise unto the Lord, and then backbiting each other right after service is over because, one of the sopranos doesn't like one of the altos because one of the sopranos thought they was dealing with the drummer, but it's really the alto behind the back fucking whatever. So it's like it'd be a lot of shit going on because we have this, at least in most churches, you have this appearance of having it together because after you have accepted Christ into your life and you have been baptized in Jesus' name and or the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, you are a new creature. You're a new creation in Christ. And so instead of actually going through the process of some type of internal change, people just start to act. And just get a church full of actors. And then when you get a preacher up here acting, then the congregation is acting, and there's no real change for the world. And I think most people even that are in the church now would agree with that. It's just a bunch of actors in this mug. Well paid, too.
Yeah. Very well paid. And for the most part, it...
Okay.
No. It's
Break. So a few days ago, the Breakfast Club had Michael Irvin. Keith Sweat on their show.
How you mix up Keith Sweat and Michael Irvin? How you mix up Keith Sweat and Michael Irvin, big dog?
that was good.
They look alike. Same tribe. They're from the same tribe. And he just opened up a little bit about how he felt about where R&B was going. You play a little clip.
You think like modern R&B is getting right, and what do you think that they're missing that they keep coming back to the OG stuff?
Well, like I had a conversation with Pleasure and all some of them young brothers, and I said, man, y'all keep saying R&B is dead. Y'all kill R&B because y'all want to curse in songs. Y'all want to act like R&B is a rap record. You know what I'm saying? I mean, R&B is foreplay. R&B is, y'all took the whole foreplay game out the rap. If you cursing and you trying to make up with your girl or whatever, and you playing a R&B song, you cursing, how you gonna make up? Y'all been arguing, so now the record arguing with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like they joined the argument, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's not what R&B was about. That's what R&B is to mellow shit out, you know what I'm saying? For y'all to sit down, talk it out. Y'all done killed the game. So that's why they keep sampling my shit. Because they like, make it last. Who can love you like me? Nobody. You got me twisted, girl. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's what everybody's going back to. That's why they're resampling my songs.
I got into a
Michael, Keith Sweat, you said some shit there, brother. You said some stuff there.
Get your homeboy, man. Get your homeboy, man.
Hey, man.
But can he still sing though? It sounds like he smoke a pack of blacks every day.
Yeah, he still sings, still touring, still singing, man, still driving them women crazy out there on the stage, dog. Keith Sweat really still doing his thing out here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And singing like niggas didn't know Keith Sweat could sing too. I seen a clip of him getting busy in the, I don't want to say getting busy, but singing, singing at a like a restaurant, like a karaoke restaurant in Atlanta. Man, still got the voice, shit, still talented. And I pretty much agree with what he was saying about R&B. Like, I can remember a time in like R&B, like this mesh of R&B and rap. I would say like the mid 2000s, like the Plies era. I felt like that shit was not good. It was like a lot of those songs was like R&B style rap songs, and there was just no metaphor. They was talking about pretty pussies and shit like that. They was like totally, it was just no mystery no more. And I always felt like the best R&B songs did still, either use metaphor or kept the mystery. They didn't just like go straight there, like Keith Sweat said, it's the foreplay. R&B wasn't like that,
Yeah, it reminds me of a comedian. I forgot who it was, but he said R&B used to beat around the bush, and then it went to beating the bush up. So
True.
But yeah, you had there was a time, like you say, in the 2000s where rappers wanted to be R&B singers and R&B singers wanted to be rappers.
Who would y'all say that started with? If y'all could pick one, either R&B artist or rapper, who would y'all pin the blame on? I think I got an answer.
I got two. Like I already said, Plies, but like Lil Wayne, when Lil Wayne made Lollipop, I think a lot of shit got clouded then. But I still say mainly like the Plies era when R&B music got super vulgar. So maybe, I don't know. Even Trey Songz.
I go last. Who you got, Rod?
Oh,
You
shit.
better.
Yeah, Trey Songz don't belong in there. Trey Songz wasn't doing it like that, I can't blame it on Trey Songz. He might have been somewhat vulgar, but he was still.
And then I think Plies came before Trey Songz, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta go. Who you think came before? What about you, Rod?
It's hard, man.
I got two answers too. Now that I think about it.
It's hard. I would have to sit and do a deep dive, but if just off the top of my head, not really. Maybe T-Pain.
I think the game was messed up before him. My first answer off the top of my head is Ja Rule.
Okay.
But him being a rapper, but mixing, but also like he was,
That's good.
he, you know, with the Put It On Me and what would I be without you?
Yeah,
The down ass bitch.
Yeah.
You a down ass bitch, doggone yay. And then with that shit sounding that good, and then with 50 Cent trying to jock this nigga style with 21 Questions.
Definitely.
So as rappers going into like an R&B bag, but rap being the biggest thing, and it's like, well, if Rule and 50 doing this, and then what? Then you can't, you know, we can't. Yeah, it's too much. You can look in my eyes.
Yeah.
You can tell I wanna fuck.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta got me. So
a bunch of Lil Jon songs then. Because Lil
Yeah.
Jon definitely got. But at the same time,
Who my dick suck?
those are
So-
classic songs. though.
they are. But and then we naming rappers that did
Yeah.
it. The R&B singers should have stayed in their lane.
Yeah.
So like I can't like okay, so now I think of it that way. I can't fault Plies for what you talking about now because he's a rapper. He's supposed to do that. But Trey Songz was never supposed to be trying to Chris, Trey,
Yeah.
these other niggas that came after a while, like they was never supposed to be the niggas singing about fucking your bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Never. They lead up to Wayne. Lead it up to whoever else that was around during that time.
Yeah.
It was a time to where niggas, the R&B singers was very vulgar, and Drake was a better R&B singer than the R&B singers.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't sing, but
he
as
was
far as
making
how he
better
was,
songs.
yeah, the caliber of the R&B song or whatever, or even him just expressing, you know, how he was feeling about a woman or whatever, compared to like, hey man, you my side bitch, I'm finna take you from your nigga and fuck and whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah. I do think, like, I always go back to, like, the streaming era, too. Now, I do believe people, like, you know, TikTok and streaming, it just, shit come to a point where people are making songs to be streamed or played on TikTok and shit, you know? So the songwriting is just not the same no more when it comes to, you know, like these, you know, 2.5 minute songs and shit like that. When it comes like with R&B, you can't even get off a bridge in a 2.5 minute song.
No.
You know, so now we getting R&B with no bridges and shit like that. They just not taking their time to write songs, in my opinion, in R&B like that no more. Some people can still write, but a lot of people just seem like they doing this shit to, I don't know, get famous. But,
Adina Howard, Freak Like Me.
yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, that was that up tempo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say New Jack because it was on the back
But
end.
But it's
even
not
with that,
vulgar.
it wasn't vulgar. So
It's
yeah,
not
nah.
vulgar.
Sorry, Miss Adina Howard.
It's not vulgar.
It's not vulgar.
Yeah.
So it's not until 2000s. It's probably really because of how popular Ja Rule and 50 Cent was. Oh, and then the what was it? Whoever that was that's on this, I can't think of the name of the group.
What song?
You can tell I
okay.
wanna fuck.
Boy, I need my ass whooped.
Yeah, and you from Louisiana. Give me your
Blank like a mug.
Yeah, I know, but it's been a long night. I know. Let's just go.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Let's go.
But yeah, you know, music.
From the How About South
with
card
music
taken away
is,
from us.
With music is
Especially in the region of the South we in. Like that's a goddamn shame.
That's sad.
no, it's on Mercedes album.
And then whoever should be the most sad is this nigga right here, but whatever. I'm playing. That's a joke. I'm just shooting a shot. But go ahead. What was you about to say?
No, music.
Wait, that's Mac. That's Mac, though, right? Ain't that a Mac verse?
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, that's a
We
Mac verse.
don't have to
Okay.
do that. What was you about to say, Rod?
No, I was just saying.
And not to cut you off, but
Yeah,
like,
it's Mac, Mercedes, and
because I know we can just keep going about that shit. Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah. I think it had it evolved. R&B evolved during the 2000s and the teens, and it kind of it did what it did, and now I think we're starting to get back to the old style of R&B. I mean, you gonna always have the variations of it, but when you have like October London, I mean, and not even like just like big names that's out there,
Yeah.
out there. But I think it's coming back.
I got a perspective because I don't think R&B ever died. I just think the men stopped doing it right. So it's like whenever you look at the past, when the men and women were doing it right, it's like this is powerful. I don't think the women ever really stopped doing R&B right.
No.
I think it's the men that wanted to more so be like the rappers. Because there are still like upper echelon female R&B artists out there, and we've never lost it. Never lost it. Like even if they might, do different things here and there, like they still great. Like for the lesser known ones, they got a great pen like a 7th Street or a Kehlani or a Summer Walker or a SZA and whatever she does with the alternative R&B and or Ella Mai, but like she got a really good 90s vibe and feel to her. Like there's a plethora of female R&B singers that you can call on.
Yeah, for within, and they have some longevity too.
Yeah.
But
Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget her. Sorry.
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. So, those people have longevity. For the men, I would say my favorite R&B act or group or singer from the last 7 years, I would say is probably Division.
Yes, sir.
And
They do it.
Yeah, they good. I do think they have been,
Division had to hear that Keith Sweat interview and feel like that shit was a slap in the face because they actually still do R&B.
Yeah. They do.
Except when they did that, if I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. Like, I get this shit fuck out of my face.
I just think
Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox and Daniel in 1985.
Yeah, they should have just did a song or two with Jermaine Dupri, not like
they signed.
shit.
They signed to JD now, and I'm scared. I'm scared.
we'll
I'm
see.
scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Yeah, but some people are still trying to do it, but I do think for the men, because maybe some women every now and then a hot girl can get in without being able to sing and shit, but Sammy had this take earlier where he, I would say like a month or so ago, where he was on with Cam Newton and Cam was asking him about, like, he tried to get him to start naming people who he thought could sing and couldn't sing, right?
Right.
And Sammy was like in a way that shit don't matter, because at the end of the day, what started happening was people started getting hooks that maybe they should have came to me to sing, but they was going to get Young Thug or Rich Homie Quan or somebody else who was hot and could maybe hold a melody, but they couldn't necessarily sing because that shit just started being obsolete in hip hop and
Give me an example.
And R&B in a way.
Off the top of your head, give me an example.
Okay, Lifestyle.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Exactly.
Sammy
man.
supposed to be singing. Nigga, that's a rap song, nigga.
That's just the point, though.
No.
Somebody can sing. Is definitely a lot of songs out there.
For right now, you and Sammy wrong.
Yeah, because you try to put me on the spot, say give me a song.
But that's all the podcasting though. Like the reason I do consider this shit to be an art because we sharing our opinions in real time, right? And we be on the spot.
Yeah,
And we don't have the luxury of crafting this shit to be just perfect. We giving real thoughts. So like on the spot.
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, so on the spot, I might not have a song that necessary. I just came up with something that's a Young Thug song, but I do believe that it ain't even much of that going on no more, to where R&B artists and rappers are getting together and making songs together. Tupac and Jodeci made How Do You Want It? That shit ain't really going down. I just don't see that type of collaboration from rappers and R&B artists no more. And
because they can auto tune it now or whatever they doing with it.
So yeah, in a way, and all I was mostly about that I was trying to say is that I just don't think you have to be that talented to make songs no more. So a lot of shit people don't really want to hear because you you know, you hear a song and you don't even really think somebody can really sing like that, you know? Do you think? Damn, I don't want to go to name and names.
Here we go. Here we go.
But the
nigga on the Starting Out podcast don't want to. Nigga.
Here you go, dog.
Thank you.
Do you think your mama think Jeremiah can sing? Do you think she want to hear his songs?
Bro, you don't have to ask about my mom. Ask me if I think Jeremiah can sing.
No,
Ask me.
Hey,
ask me if I think Brent Faiyaz can sing.
Do you want to hear that
song? The answer
songs?
is no. Brent Faiyaz cannot sing. I hate Brent Faiyaz with all my heart, nigga. But God bless you, because I don't hate you as a person. But like, nigga, when I hear you, turn that shit the fuck off.
I can
Get that shit the fuck out of my ear.
And with that being said, I think his songs is good, but I ain't mad at your
They are
take.
okay. His songs are okay.
You know. But
okay at best.
He
doesn't deserve the word good for me.
Yeah.
The bar's low. It's in imaginary hell. And we feel like Brent Faiyaz songs are good. And I know niggas that love Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
They're all bisexual. I said we ending this episode on the high note. Going out talking shit because I fuck around and tried to drag us down the hill on the last topic. Got to talking about church. There's niggas in here that believe in imaginary God. Oh, yeah, not in here. But it's niggas that believe in imaginary God. They might listen to this motherfucker and was listening to me just tell too much truth.
Praying on our downfall.
So now, I'm just talking bullshit the rest of the way. And I noticed that Mario has some new shoes on in this motherfucker. I didn't say nothing earlier because I meant to say something on the podcast. But them hoes is clean.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. They ain't new. I just ain't ever worn them here before.
I've seen them before.
Mm.
The boot. Yeah. The Jordan boot.
Yeah. That nigga stepping, eh?
Appreciate it, man.
That nigga know how to take them cup.
Yeah, you don't know how to take that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Fuck this shit. I'm talking shit the rest of the way, nigga. This is finna turn into a fucking comedy special in this bitch, because fuck that.
But yeah, dog, you know.
Nigga talking about can Jeremiah sing.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of some of the shit that I think happened to R&B, dog. These niggas didn't have to be able to sing no more.
Should have asked about Mariah the Scientist.
At least she can write. I think she can write.
Burning blue. Anyway.
Yeah, she got some shit, dog.
Young Thug fuck around try to come here and suck the shit out of my dick for talking about Mariah the Scientist, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna suck your dick till you die, slime.
Balls cup. But
Slat. I'm gonna bullshit the rest of this episode.
slurp.
Man, I'm finna undo all that good work I did the last segment. Man.
I'm gonna pray for you, nigga. Come on, sister.
Come on, sister.
Two.
But yeah,
niggas don't know what to do with Phil no more because I'm tripping.
And
I'm
sorry.
Huh?
We ride.
Nigga, I've made my mind up. Let's go. Go ahead, right? Try.
say,
Attempt.
fuck it, I'm on one.
All I care about is money in the city that I'm from. That's a good Drake hook.
No, I think the music was where it's at because people was okay with it. Like for us, 80s, 90s babies, there was still a thing called groups.
Yeah,
where you had a group of guys that could sing.
Mm-hmm.
And cry.
A group
bands.
of women.
They had bands, groups
that would do a whole dance routine for the song.
So in the past, we would have these conversations. I would always say like, and the reason we like division so much is like it's like niggas, men in R&B don't want to be vulnerable no more.
Yep.
It's like they don't want to talk about their true emotions and feelings because niggas have to be just so
manly, man,
hard and masculine. It's like when I listen to Teddy Pendergrass and the Blue Notes or whatever the fuck, I heard a nigga talk about how much he missed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna stop being the bum. Like after they got through singing,
yeah.
oh. Anyway,
yeah.
But nigga got to talking at the end of that song and said he finally got a job. And he was working the full 8 hours a day because he wanted his girl back.
Yeah.
I mess around and I think about, damn, what song did I just have in my head? Jodeci.
Oh.
I listen to these niggas in leather overalls. Fuck around and look dead in the camera. Oh, get on the microphone and say, it's been an hour since you've been gone.
Yeah.
And that's too long, so come back home because I can't live without you. These niggas don't yearn no more.
They don't yearn.
These
They don't
niggas
ask her
don't
to stay
beg no more.
They don't beg her to stay.
They just want you to stay. They just want to fuck another nigga bitch.
And
because
even
the view
David,
of
it started with David Ruffin, though. David Ruffin say he heard a crying man was half a man with no sense of pride, but if he got to cry to keep you, then he don't mind weeping just to keep her by his side. Yeah.
Bars. These niggas ain't like that. These
ain't like
niggas
that
just
no
want to
more.
fuck another nigga bitch, wear some jewelry, and get drunk.
Yep.
These niggas just want to be playboy straight songs.
We came into a time of that. What?
He got a song called Playboy. That nigga said, I don't know why I'm still in these clubs. Still, and that nigga made that song about 10 years ago and still doing the same shit. And getting arrested on top of it. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Things we used to do. Had to evolve. But yeah, that's when I think that's when the toxic masculinity came in, and you know, being vulnerable was some simp shit.
Why you think these niggas don't miss these hoes no more?
Because
We already said it because that was rapper preach, and they like, I just feel like
I got an answer for you.
even
You're not
hip
gonna
hop
like it.
even had its influence on R&B. It had its influence on the whole world and even R&B.
because they evolved too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, these niggas found out these hoes wasn't shit. That's what it was.
That's what I'm saying. They
It's
evolved.
like niggas, like, and maybe
Into niggas.
you know what? Maybe it's the hoes' fault. Women. Maybe niggas was crying for these hoes and found out like, hey, while I'm over here crying for you, while it's all night can't too late, gotta call her up. Call someone's over, but whatever confunction said in that goddamn song, right? And it's like maybe that woman that you was crying about, that you was on bended knee for, and you find out the truth of this lady. Because women, like, I don't think they got really good game, but I think it's the fact that they just got better cheating partners. So while you over here crying about this woman and trying to get her back in your life, she got a throat full of another nigga's dick.
Crazy.
And I think niggas started finding out. And so when they found out that women move like niggas move, then that might have been what took the love out of the R&B song, because it's like, how dare you?
yeah.
How dare you move and act like this and think I'm supposed to fuck around and sit up here and cry for you on the R&B song?
Yeah.
And you moving like me. And then they got the nerve to make R&B songs where they not even begging a nigga to come back into their life.
And now we got Phobats as the top R&B song in 1 year.
Is he?
Yeah, it seemed like it. It seemed like that was a big deal.
Man,
when the
Kendrick killed that shit.
yeah.
That nigga Phobats that tweet like, damn, nigga, I'm a new actor. I just came out with this song people liking, and then you want a nigga boom.
Yeah.
Niggas like that. Your best work is a light pack. Nigga like, goddamn.
That was crazy time, dog.
Man, poor Phobats.
Yeah, man.
That nigga, and they had geared that shit up for this nigga to be the next big thing, like the next non-singing ass Brit Fayez, but a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
They just got Phobats at the place.
Nice son. I had a nice son and everything.
I'm gonna fuck around and go to work on my next rotation and see Phobats in that motherfucker. hey, nigga, you look familiar now. You don't know me, cuz. With that same ski on.
Same gold grill.
Now he had the pun to go.
It's hard out here. And Drake doing bad too.
Yeah, man, hell yeah. Stupid ass niggas. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just y'all please save me from myself.
Nah, man, this is going great.
Or give me some more shit to talk. Go ahead. Let me pull my notes up. So like, alley-oop nigga to y'all's demise. Who would y'all say is the greatest R&B artist ever? For the males.
The greatest male, we know who that is, dog. The greatest male R&B ever. Greatest male R&B artist ever is Robert Earl Kelly.
His middle name Earl?
I don't know.
It sound right though. It fits.
I fuck with it. But yeah, I think it's R. Kelly. For the most part, when it comes to making hits, writing hits, you look at damn near every big time artist is big time R&B artists. If you look at like damn near everybody's catalog, maybe minus somebody like Keith Sweat, maybe, but he done wrote in damn near, like he got writing credits for damn near everybody that's big time for real, you know?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to just his era, which is
Yeah,
like,
if he
I
was
would say
singing in the 90s, he got the credits.
yeah,
on
the
your
90s
shit.
up until I would say the mid 2000s. All 90s, probably mid to late 2000s. Shit, R. Kelly probably wrote something for you.
Can you imagine? Go ahead, get your shit up.
Even when he was wearing a mask and calling himself the Pied Piper of Young Coochie.
Can you imagine how good of a producer and writer this nigga was for you to show up to the studio and you look to the right and this girl's doing her like her algebra homework from 8th grade. It's like, nigga, this is a child. This is your daughter. Like, nah, this is my little fine shit, nigga.
And he
doing
got the old school 70s Batman mask on.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is insane.
He
man.
actually did videos in that.
Does that make y'all, whenever, you know, the shit about R. Kelly hit, and, you know, he has music where he talks about sex, but he does it in a very beautiful way. When you found out that he was singing about sex in a very beautiful way, about a teenage girl's pussy, how did that make you look at the music?
It ruined it for me. For the most part, it ruined the music for me. So I don't.
Didn't that nigga tell me the other day he didn't give a damn? I'm joking. It was a joke.
Okay,
I just tried to jam you up. I thought Rod was gonna ride with me, but no, he didn't.
It ruined it ruined the music, you know, for me. Once I was able, like you said, once you really thought about how he was living and the songs he was making, like everything outside of like Trapped in the Closet or the music he made with Runner
Happy
Isley,
People and shit like that.
yeah, like a lot of his songs were ruined for me.
One of my favorite R. Kelly songs is The Greatest Sex, right? And that nigga like The Greatest You, The Greatest Me. And ain't no baby, your love stays constantly on my mind. This is the best sex I ever had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like the most fucked up thing about that song, bro, is I know he was singing about a fucking teenager, nigga.
Yeah,
He was singing about children.
yeah, that messed it up. He fucked up.
So all you can do now is just reminisce when you was young, when you was getting some young cooch, and listen to R. Kelly.
What?
And inside of your walls would dwell a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like whenever that initial tape dropped, I think me and that girl that was his victim that he was urinating on were about the same age, because I think I might have been in 10th grade when that tape dropped. I was 14, 15, somewhere around there. So that would have been akin to me looking at one of my classmates at that time, now that they were dealing with the almost 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
And then when you get into the shit about R. Kelly, like when it comes to Rob Rules, making okay, if you don't follow these rules, like one of your punishments might be, and he got on camera and they used this shit in the court of law when they convicted this nigga. It's like, okay, I put you on a leash and made you crawl around on all fours and made you rub feces on your face. That's a terrible person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These hoes could not eat, use the bathroom, or anything until they asked for permission and got him to say yes or no. It's a terrible person.
Yeah.
No matter what we want to say about their parents, no matter what we want to say about these young teenage girls, that's a fucking terrible ass person.
Yeah.
To fuck around and try to exert that much control and power over somebody.
Almost like this man was running a dog kennel.
Yes.
With young women.
And maybe that's what happened to R&B. These new niggas didn't run around the dog kennel no more with women.
Mm-hmm.
And they songwriting suffered. That's what I love about Mario, because I'm on absolute bullshit. And the nigga said,
No, because I'm just trying to keep a point in my head right now that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, nah, get to your point, because I'm absolute bullshit. That nigga fucked up.
Nah, I just remember, like, we was talking about, you talking about, you know, how songwriting suffered and we talked about you know, from the 90s to the mid 2000s, and I can remember a time where Jay-Z and Nas had this beef, right? And Nas had went in on the radio and he was talking about how you know, Jay-Z did them 2 albums, The Best of Both Worlds with R. Kelly.
Right.
And he was like, you know, come on, come on, y'all, your boy need help. Like, stop telling me you sit in here and did. He was, on some shit like, stop telling me you sit in here and did 2 albums with this man, and you never saw a 14-year-old girl walk in here and sit in his lap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, get your man some help on some that type of shit, like on the radio, live on the radio.
And then lo and behold, it's Never mind, I can't say
Yeah,
it. Right
he
Nation
said
too
this
strong.
shit. Yeah,
Right
them
Nation too
boys-
strong.
Yeah, them boys. Yeah, but we
Go ahead.
going.
Go ahead, go.
Yeah, because those allegations, that shit, and he's saying this shit before all this shit came out too. Like this shit happens during the Jay-Z and Nas beef, which is around like 2001 or some shit, and it's kind of before all this shit really, came out and really, even when the shit came out, it's like R. Kelly kind of skated past that shit when it first dropped.
But the girl that was supposed to be the main or key witness decided not to testify,
Right.
so there's no trial without her.
Yeah, and
But when they
then
came
after
back
that-
around, she was like, "Nah, I got to do it."
Yeah, and what was and then we get I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, that's when the Pied Piper. After all that happened, he became the Pied Piper.
I Believe I Can Fly came out before the allegations. That shit was in the early '90s.
Yeah, okay.
The shit,
Yeah,
as
'cause
far
that
as
was around-
Homegirl
that
that
was
happened
Space
in
Jam.
2000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit with
What
Homegirl
was the
that happened.
song then? What was the song? Was it Happy Pete?
You changed me or something like
You
that.
changed me? Okay.
Yeah, he started doing Happy People and You Changed Me and shit like that.
Yeah. And
Because the allegations came out around TP2 time and Feeling on Your Booty time and all that
okay.
shit.
But I can't remember like people really feeling like that shit happened. Then we looked up and this nigga got another hit. Like he back out here though.
Nah. If he
Good to
can't
go.
If he can't do shit else, he can make a song.
Yeah,
But
and that shit kind of went away until it came back in like, right before, either right around or right before the pandemic. And then they really got him up out of there.
2 things can't nobody do better than R. Kelly, and that's write a song and that's love underage women.
Man,
The
he ain't
bestest.
told no lie.
Real niggas say word.
Yeah. Word.
But yeah, barring him, the closest thing to that, yeah, like you said, would be Key Sweat.
Yeah. No. I don't know. Yes. But no.
He swear got a lot of writing credits.
Yeah, you're right, he do. I don't think Key Sweat sing as good as R. Kelly, but he do got a lot of writing credits.
He got a lot of writing credits. And, Key Sweat knew what it took to make a really, really, really good R&B song.
Outside, okay, if we were to, well, then again, because I don't want to disrespect Babyface and people like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Babyface, you one of the ones too.
Yeah, he one of one. Shit, him, and Stevie Wonder.
yeah.
So
Even though I didn't like that song that JD and them, but Brian Michael Cox, he's a good writer too.
yeah,
There's a lot of people out there that do a lot of good shit.
yeah. But I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just think, like I hear you say sometimes, Phil, that everything has its time under the sun, and
Ecclesiastes, yeah.
yeah, sometimes, shit ain't as popular as it once was, but you kind of, a lot of shit fall off because people are not okay with the current popularity of the either the culture or the genre, if that makes sense. And then they start doing other shit to become popular, and the genre loses things that was good about it because, they took a different route.
Yeah, they didn't stay grounded. It's like, or whenever they tried to take a different route or experiment with shit, they never came back to center to what they were supposed to be. And that's how you lose yourself in any situation, in music or in life.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to grow and expand, but you also need to come and touch base at center.
And I think a lot of that happened with R&B. We can, go in that circle for a long time.
Facts. Break.
All right, so Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin of 19 years has decided to step down as of January the 13th. 19 seasons, winning seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Never had a losing record. Super Bowl champ, youngest to win one at the time. From what the players say, he's an all around good guy.
Absolutely.
No one has ever said anything bad about him.
Mm-hmm.
And we just wanted to give this man his flowers. Job well done.
Job well done. Mike T, as I hear Ryan Clark call him.
Yeah, great career. And from what I heard, he just stepping away, almost like he need a year off. So supposedly, he just don't want to coach next year.
Yeah.
And anything could happen. He might get traded to another team.
Yeah, how many years he got left on his contract?
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm not sure, but a lot of things can come from this. He not retiring, but he been in the grind for a long time. So I imagine he just need a break right now. So he's stepping down from head coach for now. Won't coach next season. Some people speculate he might go into media for at least one season. And if he want to come back, the Steelers will probably still have his his coaching rights.
Yeah.
And they can either let him go free, or which in my opinion, what would make sense when Mike Tomlin say he ready to coach again. Shit, I'm gonna try and trade you. Even if I can get a 5th round pick, shit, Mike Tomlin as a coach, he worth something.
They're typically late round picks. Mike Tomlin is 53 years old and has 2 years left on his contract.
Okay.
I can wait that 2 out, cuz.
Yeah.
do me 2 years at not CBS.
Yeah.
2 years at
Tough.
They got to do his own YouTube channel.
Was it Bleacher Report?
Mike Tomlin with the good homies.
Yep.
Come on down. Don't say you can't say Fox.
Yeah, I know you ain't gonna say Fox. You don't really want to say ESPN. Maybe the NFL Network.
They'll make room for Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is a charismatic person. He knows football. He looks like Omar Epps. So Omar Epps was like him. I'm not sure who's older.
He fresh off the field, so he gonna have good lingo and
insight. And
insight.
people just love Mike Tomlin, man. I want to ask y'all boys a question as far as when it comes to y'all respective teams, Cowboys, Saints. If y'all had the chance in 2 years to fire whoever your coach is currently and bring in Mike Tomlin, would you do it, yes or no? Or if you could just bring him in after this year by way of trade, would you trade for Mike Tomlin, yes or no?
Yeah, that's not even a question.
You don't like what Kellen Moore had the Saints doing towards the end of the year?
No.
Yeah, I feel the same way. If the Cowboys could get Mike Tomlin right now, go for it.
Yeah, I feel that way about the Cowboys. I don't feel that way about the Saints, though. Because I'll never want to see the Saints have anything good.
Right.
Respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I am right now, especially with the Cowboys. It would be nice to see us get somebody in there that focuses on defense and being good on both sides of the ball. I don't think the Cowboys have prioritized defense and just the resources they put towards that side of the ball in a long time, probably since Bill Parcells, since they had Bill Parcells as a head coach. So
there's no way they can prioritize defense trading away Micah Parsons.
Right.
You didn't give a damn about defense.
Always trying to figure out if you're going to pay this running back or this quarterback or this receiver at the top of the market, but never really like that for, the defensive side of the ball, for the the guys that are obviously the guys, you know. So even let DeMarcus Ware go on his last, couple of good years. So it's always been this thing for the Cowboys to where I just say they ain't never prioritized defense. It'll be nice to get a Harbaugh or a damn Tomlin up in there. Hell yeah, just try some new shit.
Would that work with? How would that look with Jerry Jones though?
That's the tough part right there.
Dear Jerry Jones, the gambler himself, the next big gamble that Jerry Jones can make is stepping down as GM and only being the owner of the team. The next big gamble that he needs to make is bringing in real football brass to run his team and bring us back to glory. Until then, we will continue to meander around and waste the careers of, like we did Tony Romo, like we're about to do Dak Prescott, or whoever we get next, because you don't have the ability to build a full team. Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, DeMarcus Ware. There's so many people that came through here that never saw glory with the Dallas Cowboys. Because of your inability, you and Steven and Will McClay inability to build a proper roster. And the greatest gamble you can make is stepping down and stepping out the way and just owning the team and letting real football people that have today's game in mind run the team. Thank you. Welcome to my TED Talk.
That was very insightful.
And I'm going to clip it and make it a reel too. Yeah. And tag Jerry Jones and Steven Jones and Dallas Cowboys and Cowboys Nation and Laws Nation and anybody else.
Yeah. That's the best thing that can happen, man. Just give me a GM. We've been please stop.
All right, but let's finish this up and get on to whatever's next.
Yeah, but no, we need to get to a point where we can get us a GM in there for the Cowboys for real. But I don't want to say fuck the Cowboys, but fuck the Cowboys. We was talking about Mike Tomlin and his stellar career.
Yeah, but we're not Steelers fans either. So hey, congrats, nigga. You still rich, you still paid. Congrats. We don't give a fuck about the Steelers, nigga, but we do fuck with Mike Tomlin and this black excellence. Who y'all got winning the Super Bowl?
As of today?
Yeah. No, tomorrow. No, I'm playing. See, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
I got the Bills.
Slaps knee.
That was a knee slapper.
After the first week of the playoffs, I got the Bills.
The Bills?
Yeah. I don't. But I don't know who I got, though.
Yeah, so.
The Bills did look... Oh, hell no. I ain't got the Bills. I think Josh Allen is fucking phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But let me wait until I see the Broncos play and the Seahawks play.
Yeah. I think the Bills got the Broncos this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they do.
It's so hard.
San Fran, Seattle.
To say goodbye.
LA, Chicago.
To yesterday.
Buffalo, Denver. Texans, New England.
Yeah.
The Texans are out of here. New England's getting the Texans out of here.
Yeah. And the Texans are the team that I would like to see win it, but
I don't see that happening.
Who else you said? I'm gonna pick the games right now.
San Fran, Seattle. LA, Chicago.
LA.
Buffalo, Denver.
Damn. Denver.
Texans, New England.
All right, New England.
okay. I got 49ers, I think.
Oh, the Seahawks?
Yeah.
You don't trust Sam Darnold, huh?
Don't trust Sam Darnold.
George Kittle hurt.
I know, but I trust
CMC all the way, huh?
Yes, and Shanahan. I trust Shanahan, but really more than anybody, I trust Shanahan to figure out a way to get some yards and some points against Seattle and put pressure on Sam Darnold.
Yeah, after a while, it's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just Purdy and CMC, like, what the fuck?
Shit, it's gonna be us three out there, shit, running routes and trying to get it done. Yeah.
God damn.
I got Josh Allen beating Bo Nix in Bo Nix's first playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Sean Payton finna mix these boys up.
Yeah.
The only way the Broncos lose this game is if Bo Nix shit the bed. But other than that, there's no way the Broncos are losing this game.
Then it was what's the other?
L.A., Chicago.
Yeah, L.A., Chicago. I'm gonna go with L.A.
They playing in L.A.?
Nice in Chicago. Oh, give me Chicago.
Yeah,
20 something degrees, like a 15-degree wind chill.
Oh, deals me up. At least Matt Stafford got a Super Bowl already.
Yeah, and that's the only reason.
And that's another reason, goddamn me, Jerry Jones,
games.
that you need to go ahead and give it up, brother. Nigga, you had a chance to interview Ben Johnson to come into this motherfucker. You said, no, nigga, we're okay with Shoddy. Goddamn Bears, I think they had the same record as the year before, or they were absolutely a worse team than we were the year before. They bring in Ben Johnson, he turned that whole thing around. What do you think, goddamn me, Ben Johnson would have did with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens, nigga?
Yes.
Nigga, and Javonte Williams, nigga, we would have been fucking unstoppable, but you brought in Shoddy and goddamn me, Eberflus, nigga?
Yeah, man.
The fuck was you thinking? Niggas didn't even let Ben Johnson come into the goddamn building to talk. Niggas said, nah, man, we got our guy.
Yeah, call him up.
We got a nigga that has never been as good of an OC as you. You are the next blueprint, nigga. But we said, no. We wanted a nigga that has been a career offensive coordinator for 20 fucking years, but never has been good enough to get a head coaching job.
Yeah.
Can you make that make sense?
Yeah.
Gerald. I didn't let them niggas go to school, Jones.
Daniel. Standing out there looking like he smoked cigarettes.
He did.
Looking curious in her face.
Like,
Now, hold on, let that one in. She kind of cute now. Horny nigga.
I ain't never seen one up close.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Shea butter.
And
And
Texas, New England.
Texas, New England.
Texas, yeah.
After seeing how New England played offense in the first game, and I want Texas to win, I'm gonna go with Texas. So, but
Is Nico Collins out?
I didn't know nothing about that.
He had a concussion. He got a text for concussion.
Yeah, no Nico Collins, they can't win. The offense not gonna move well enough. CJ Stroud was on some bullshit in the first game too, but so was Drake May. Like they both played bad in the first round of the playoffs and was able to win. But that one is kind of a toss up to me because both defenses is badass though. Both defenses is really the best, unit on either
We let
side.
Mario get in this bag a little bit too late. You got the music queued up almost? So, just, all right. I'm going to touch on a couple of key. You got anything that you want to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to touch on a couple of key points. We're going to hit this music and we getting the fuck up out the bed. Okay?
All right.
Hey, man, Ice, you fucked up. Rest in peace to Renee. In Greenland, they trying to do Freedom City. They say a tech utopia, but we'll circle back on that when we got some time to really get to it because I think they can be a really good-ass topic. Hey, to all our people out there, right? We are not going to give them our emotional currency because they're looking for a reaction, but we will be smart, strategic, and strong and fierce, okay? Keep that shit in mind, all right? Offset, you a nasty nigga. You a nasty nigga. But we ran out of time for you, but we're going to circle back to you because if we can have 2 episodes where we talk about Cardi B, nigga, we need to talk about your little dirty ass. Selena Powell, like you went from Cardi B to Selena Powell? Nigga, you a dirty, dusty
horny.
ass nigga. That shit is fucking disgusting because this is a known industry bop. You know what? I guess we can park right here just for a second. Do you niggas have anything to say about this industry bop? Now, matter of fact, it's not even about Selena Powell. Excuse me, Selena Powell. You don't even deserve this from us. Offset, you fucking know better. Sleep in this bitch bed. I mean, my bad. This young lady's bed. Fucking know better, nigga.
Yeah, he
Should.
supposed to know better.
Okay.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Nothing else? You sure?
Yeah, he should know better.
No smoke for Offset.
Yeah, you don't need it. I mean, damn, you need it that bad or what do she do that good to just, be out here assed out for it like that? That's
You heard
weird.
Nicki Minaj say, $1 million pussy. $1 million pussy. It gotta be like if
He ain't the only one either, though, that she ain't.
That's what I'm saying. If he not the only one, like Selena Powell must have like the greatest pussy on the face of God's green earth.
Or something.
It's like whenever the God of Abraham and them Christians that Druski was making.
Man, this nigga.
Whenever the God of the Christians that Druski was making fun of earlier, whenever he came across Selena Powell, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the warmest, hottest, tightest pocket, wettest pocketbook ever. And like, it's gonna make niggas ruin their life over this. Like, because why? I don't know. Because since I'm such a graceful guy, I'm gonna give you such a terrible pussy that's like, it's just gonna ruin niggas' lives because I love them so much and I want them to learn.
All right, fellas, we did it. Once again, you know what time it is. Final thoughts.
Hey, free the genius.
I think they are trying to provoke martial law with this ICE shit.
Facts.
Hey, stop the goddamn music. What, Mario?
Yeah, I think ICE being mean to people, they trying to make something happen to ICE so they can get their martial law shit off. So once, they, shooting, killing people right now, once somebody do something back, I think it's going to be something behind that.
So you're saying just be ready.
Yeah. It seems, I would say, yeah, be ready. If you see something happen to an ICE agent, yeah, be ready. But damn, they being real nasty out here. But this wasn't supposed to be another segment, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I know.
You stopped the music.
Go outside, get your exercise, eat your vitamins, say your prayers. But nah, nigga. Like, and then when I just touched on that shit, nigga, they be like, hold on, let me add that in there. It's like, nah, I'm gonna wait until we get all that shit off. And then I'm gonna be like, you know what? In my final thoughts, hey, nigga, martial law. That's important, Mario. Yeah. So I couldn't just let you just breeze by that.
Yeah, but yeah, look out for something happening to a ICE agent, and then they trying to, even further this shit. They gonna start doing they shit even more.
Be it real or not.
Yeah. Damn. And that's another. Yeah, we should have stopped there. Damn.
All right, we did it again. Y'all want to spin it again? Spin the block?
No. Okay, let's go.
As for me, blessings, praises to the ancestors and the elders. It's good homies. We love you. We out.